Wow, this is really getting serious. After Justin Dean announced that he has gotten a big mansion for the kids to play, Korra Obidi took to social media to announce over the estranged husband's lawsuit in order to take full custody of their kids. She said Dr. Justin Dean is not relenting in taking the kids away from her. She also asked some questions as Dr. Justin Dean is still in the process of filing to make sure the children are with him. Wow. Everyone is thinking that after the divorce, everything will be okay, but wow, I'm so surprised at the rates of which things are going. Please watch the video.
Fortunately, I'm not dealing with a normal human being. I'm dealing with a demented narcissist. And throughout therapy and being coming out of this thing, I've been told that I shouldn't bite the bait. Now it's no longer just me biting the bait. It's all my followers and everyone that loves me biting the bait. This man needs the attention to thrive. When the attention was not on him, it was on Athena's birth, he spiraled out. He needs the attention. And it's really bad because my daughters are the ones at the receiving end of this. My daughters are the ones who are going to have to deal with this nuisance of a human. And I don't even know what to do. At this point, I just am. Words are not enough to describe how tired I am of fighting with this man. But it keeps coming. It keeps coming. He's unrelenting in trying to take my children away from me. I have seen in my comments, a lot of women who are saying that judges have taken their kids from them. For me, I have a person who is unrelenting in trying to paint me off as a bad parent and unrelenting in taking my daughters away from me. It's been almost a year now. Athena is going to be a year. And he's still trying to take my children away from me. The courts keep denying. He keeps trying. He keeps trying. He keeps trying. It's unrelenting. I don't know what we're going to do, guys. But at this point, I'm not going to cry anymore. I just want us to find a solution to it because it's sick. It's not a race thing anymore. If you're a human, then you can see that this is not okay. It's not white versus black anymore. This is just sick. This is just sick. Anytime I pick up my kids from him, I have to nurse them back to health. My daughter has diaper rashes the size of freaking lesions on her butt right now. I cannot show you my daughter's butt, but I'm telling you for a fact, if there's a female judge that can examine or a nurse practitioner that can examine, my child has lesions on her butt from nobody changing her diaper for hours. Yet I'm the negligent mom. If we stop talking about him, he knows that is the end of his meal ticket. So he keeps throwing a hook in the ocean and we keep biting the baits. But at this point, I cannot be quiet. And I'm seeing women on my platform telling me how their kids have been taken away from them for flimsy reasons. I'm not going to be quiet and watch my own kids be taken away from me. I'm in a country that does that. In the document that he just filed, he said I left my child unattended. So if my child is sleeping, I have a neighbor in my house and I go downstairs, that is unattended. But you're returning my child to me with lesions on her butt. Lesions because you don't change her diaper. Having all your minions call child services on me all the time. Everyone has something to say. Take her to this, take her to that, take her. All these things, they cost money. This year was supposed to be the year where I and my daughters will celebrate our own home. It's like you need to fight me to survive. Get a life. Find a new supply. You are a classic narcissist. Find a new supply. I am no longer your supply. I have chosen to move on with my life. Why are you still filing ex partes every day? Filing for me not to see my children. What have my children done to you to deserve this? What have they done to you? What has June, Athena, what have they done to you for you to strip them of their mother's love? You claim to love them. You make money off them every day on Facebook. Anytime you get them, the first thing you do is slap them in front of your phone and monetize their living existence like you monetized me for years. The only thing that I've ever done was have the guts to walk away from your abuse. And now you keep filing every day an ex parte. And your minions, your racist minions, cannot see beyond your wickedness. This is not normal. This is not normal behavior. Do you guys want me to... What do you want from me? This is what they call modern day... Is this what it... Now I understand. I understand the plight of my African American brothers and sisters, because this is beyond, this is lynching. This is modern day lynching. Why are you baiting my children and using them as a pawn in your sick, twisted games? What have I done? What has June and Athena done to you that you want to remove their mother from their lives? Because I had the guts to come out of your abuse. Because I had the guts to say no more. I love my own mental health more than I love my life more than whatever sick relationship we were in. This is not a white versus black thing anymore. This is just humanity versus humanity. The person in a document today said that my brother-in-law was a threat to him. Just a second, let me go get that document. At this point, this is just madness. This is what now I understand, because the moment I'm happy, he swings the children. I'm taking the children away from you. I'm taking the children away from you to rip all the happiness, drain it out of my blood so he can have his high, his supply. This is a real human monster. What have the kids done to you that you want to separate their mother from them? Athena is not even 1 year old. June is just clocking. She's going to clock 4 years old. What have I done to you? Why is it that is your only weapon? And that is the only thing that you can do to me. But is it not sick that you're using your own children you claim to love in this your sick, disgusting game? $50,000 was given to you, will be given to you. after the divorce proceedings are over. $50,000 for bringing me to this country. I gave you 2 children. What do you want? What do you want? Do you want me to... This jealousy is driving you to madness. The competition. You're competing with me? What have I done? I'm not even in your lane. We're not doing the same things. I just want to be free and be happy. As soon as you find I'm happy, you go and find an ex parte. You've been rejected 3 times. Yet you keep filing. And I hear that America, it's very easy. Once he files and I don't show up for myself, or I cannot afford to pay an attorney that is going to show up for me, the next thing is they're just going to come and take my children out of the house. This is the document this man filed. And I'm gonna read it. He filed it, the January the 13th of this month. Look at the document. Petition to remove. She brought an entourage of family members to the drop-off and pick-off place. Her sister threatened to slap me if I got out of the car. He was standing outside the car. My sister never threatened to slap him. This is a blatant lie. And this is an official court document. Lying. I know he has no integrity, but this is crazy. And her sister threatened to slap me if I got out of the car. A tall male exited the car. The tall male is my sister's husband, Cheta. You have slept in his bedroom. He was at your wedding. You have gone to Iboku, his village, and you see a tall male. You don't know this man anymore. A tall male exited the car and approached me and began to rub Athena's back while I held her in my arms. I was scared and nervous. I thought he was going to assault me. You thought that the man that came out to shake your hand was going to assault you. Look at this man. I was scared and nervous. I thought he was going to assault me by his aggressive approach. Mother then took her phone and pointed it at me and filmed the exchange all online, which is the reason why the Department of Child Services is concerned, amongst other things. So the Department of Child Services is not concerned about June coming to your live video with a syringe saying this is for daddy and this is for mommy, holding syringes that can be used to inject heroin and all sorts of drugs in her hand. So that's not the reason why the Department of Child Services is concerned. They are concerned because my brother-in-law came and shook your hand at an exchange. June had in her hand a syringe. The syringe was in her hand. She was holding a syringe. God knows whatever you're injecting yourself with. But my child is having a syringe in her hand. And you see that the reason why Department of Child Services is concerned is because I pointed a phone at you. Not because you had a naked girl in your live video coming out with her titties on your live video while you were filming your children to make money off them like slaves that they are. After paying you $50,000. I don't understand. This is what he just filed. Multiple acts of leaving children unattended. However, on the January 22nd, 2020, and that your lawyer, Tamara Byfield, or whatever she is, God will judge you. You will find your own Justin. You will find your own Justin. He will give you water. You will fight for your children. You are helping him file all these lies into the system. You're helping him. This is how I wanted to start my year, right? You're helping him file all these lies, and you call yourself a lawyer. You swore an oath to the American public. You swore an oath, and you are lying blatantly. However, on January 22nd, while streaming live on Facebook, mother left Athena alone for 20 minutes in the bedroom. Can I even leave Athena for 20 minutes? Except she's fast asleep like she is right now, in her very well protected courts. Can I leave her? Mother left Athena for 20 minutes. I've been taking care of June all these years. You worked from morning till night. We saw you maybe 1 hour a day. And nothing happened to her. Now I'm now a negligent mother. For 20 minutes in the bedroom, she left her apartment to go get her sister in another complex. And videotaped the whole thing. Athena was asleep. I have my neighbor, Lauren. She's right there. She was here. I picked my sister up. So I cannot go down and pick anybody up. I cannot come out of the house. And this is life. This is what life is, right? I cannot, if I pick up myself and come out of the house, even if I have Lauren sitting right there, I cannot move as a mother in America. It's against the law for me to move as a mother in America. Please, mothers in America, help me. Is it against the law for me to have my neighbor here, my child sleeping in the room, and go pick my sister up downstairs? Or she should stay outside. She should stay outside after coming all the way from Nigeria because I cannot pick her up. Is this against the law? Please, mothers in America, help me. Let me know if I'm breaking the law by going down to pick my sister up. However, on January 2nd, 2023, this man gave my child back to me. I opened and changed her diapper. As I was changing her diaper, she was screaming. She has blisters all over her bum bum. He has not changed. And that's what happens when you don't change a baby's diaper for more than 24 hours. He wants to see me break, but he will break first by God's grace. God is on the throne. My mother is not sleeping. On January 7th, mother was doing her makeup on Facebook Live while June and Athena were in another room. So is this a crime? Mothers in America, please. Is it a crime for me to do my makeup? Is it a crime for me to do my makeup? Please, mothers in America, is it an unlawful crime for me to do my makeup while my children June was on her iPad and Athena was playing on her PlayStation right there? Is this a crime, please? Is it a crime, please? Is it a crime for me to do my makeup while my child is playing in another room? Mother was doing, this is the same man at exactly, I think sometime in December. I have the timestamp saved in the thing. He dropped off my child. He dropped off my children. Athena was in a state of emergency. She was sneezing. I didn't think that she was sick. I took her to the urgent care. They told me I had to take her straight to the emergency room. And they put her on steroids. That's how bad she was breathing. And she was with her father from morning till Sunday to Sunday. She was with him. until I picked Athena up and I noticed there was something wrong with her. I took her to the emergency room. That's when they told me my child has RSV. He did not do anything about it. I took her to the urgent care. They examined her. They told me to take her straight to the emergency room. That's when we discovered she had RSV. And we started battling it. Do you know that this man refused to pay a dime for that emergency room visit? Please, I just spent a lot of money on this emergency room visit. Can you please pay? He refused to pay a dime. Now look at what I'm seeing online. Look at what this man is filing. That I'm doing my makeup and my children are in another room. I live in a 1-bedroom. How far is another room? They say God won't give you a fight that you cannot win. He will not give you something you cannot handle. But I'm up to my wits' end. I'm up to my wits' end. He needs me to talk about him so that he doesn't shrivel and disappear. But stop using my children as your claim to clout, your claim to fame. Threatening me with my children just so you can get mentioned on my page. That's a sick behavior, and I knew you were sick, but I didn't know you were this sick. My daughters are not, and they're not your claim to fame. My daughters are human beings. I know you don't see people as human beings, you see them as pawns to be used. But my children are not your claim to fame. My family is not your claim to fame. If my mother was alive, I would never have been, and all of the truth will come out in my book, whether you like it or not. If anything happens to me, the whole world knows who to blame. They know who. If anything happens to me right now, they know who is behind my death. And I'm not going to be quiet to be silenced. You are using the system against me. You're using my children against me. You are even negligent. Anything to hurt me from proxy, because you can't hurt me the way you were hurting me and slapping me in marriage. You can't do it anymore. This was denied by the courts. On January 7, 2003, Mother was so consumed with her live streaming that she became unattentive to June. Do you know that this... Mother was so consumed by her live streaming. But you are the one that had Athena on one hand, and June showed you the syringe you're using to inject yourself. And you dropped Athena. She hit her head on the floor. On live video. The video is right there. But me, I'm so consumed with my live streaming. If I am the one in this country, that June brought a syringe and said, one for me and one for mommy and one for Junie, do you think I'll still have my children today? Do you think I'll have my children? Let's just be factual. Let's just be factual. If I was the one injecting myself and I had a syringe, do you think that I will still have my children today? Just needs me to talk about him so he can trend. But my children are not the things you'll be using to trend. This is real life. This is not social media. This is real life. This is courts. This is real life. You and your lawyer, you are very vindictive human beings. I've never seen any sort of human beings heartless and rotten to the core. I have never, and I will never be negligent to my children. They're my children. What am I living for? I'm living for my children. Mother was so consumed with her live streaming that she became unattentive to June. You and your lawyer, you will forever pay for this. If I'm serving God, I will dance on top of your head. You and your lawyer, I will dance on your head. I will pray to my maker, because this is sad. June and Athena are not your pawns to win some sick battle, even after $50,000. $50,000. How much did you bring me to this country with? If we're being factual, if we want to calculate it, is it not more than enough compensation? Because I said no more slapping me, no more beating me, no more insulting me, no more calling me cunt, bitch every two days. No more slapping me in front of June and Athena. No more slapping me in front of my kids. Because I said I didn't want it anymore. Is that the crime I made? Is that the crime? Because I decided to stand for myself. Because I said my daughter is not going to see me. My new child is not going to see you slap and call me a cunt. Because I stood up for myself. The only thing I have truly is my voice, and you're not going to silence it. You can keep filing in the courts, but America's a just society. And by God's grace, no one is going to take my child and my children away from me. Waking up to this and seeing you doing all these, when I have serious things that I can pin on you, and your drug use, just because I decided I will no longer be a recipient to your abuse. You're trying to take my children and rip them from their mother. You guys are going to see every single step. I was going to close the case, get my divorce finalized, and close the case just for me to see this. Because of $50,000. I should have called the cops when he was hitting me back then. I did. The cops showed up in my house 2 to 3 times. I did. The first house we lived, the second house we lived, the third house we lived, the cops showed up 3 times.